Alrighty guys, so we are up here now in Line, Belfast, ready to ship out to Birkenhead, Liverpool. Now there's a lady beside me in a Mini Countryman that is, what are we on here? 8:46 in the morning, and she's just casually drinking a wee rosé wine in a plastic cup with a cup holder. So obviously I don't want to face the camera around her, but anyway, I was watching it in the past no marks. I thought, couldn't be. I watched it a couple of times, it couldn't be. And listen, you do your own thing, don't get me wrong. However, she's out driving, well, sorry, she has entered here from the public highway, and maybe she's not going on the public way at all. However, she is driving around a place where there are staff. So anyway, this fascinated me to such an extent that she went into the toilet, and it's not that I went in after her to the toilet, but I went into the terminal and just accidentally bumped into her and chatted her a couple of minutes, and yeah, there's a brave smell of her. Anyway, I don't know. Listen, do your own thing, but do not damage or hurt people in the meantime. I'd love to put the camera around, because just right now this moment, she's just a wee plastic cup and just drinking away what looks like a rosé wine. I don't drink wine, so I don't know what it is. It's pink wine. Anyways, look, I can't stop laughing here, because the corner of my eye, all I can see is just this nice wee gently up and down her, or up and down her mouth. Anyways, yeah, this week's a bit crazy. Sunday night, so today is Sunday. Sunday night we have a shadow accountability coaching client. Again, it's with us a long time, and then we have a new guy that he has brought along for an introduction who's interested in becoming a shadow accountability client. As I said, we only run them for a maximum 90 days each program. Then from that we have a client site first thing Monday morning. A solicitor meeting first thing Monday morning for an upcoming PI, public inquiry, and then we have out on site with a client on Monday afternoon all day, probably late into the evening, in preparation for a DVSA maintenance audit. It's a maintenance investigation, but it's they'll deem it an audit as well. Now I'm going to try and vlog this one, because I give the information to it, because this is yet again another example of a transport operator who's now getting nailed and has a red OCRS automatically because of safety critical defects on the trailer, braking defects. Now, what I mean by yet again is because this company was providing traction, so that's the truck only, to another company to pull their trailers. Now, this particular safety critical defect would impossible to be spotted by a driver on a daily walk around check. The actuator, actually the brake chamber, has disconnected away from its housing point, which is the bracket onto the axle, but it hadn't pulled the pipes off, therefore there's no excessive air leak. So yes, a completely safety critical defect for the braking system, not applicable, not detectable by the driver, and not detected by the operator because they're just providing traction. And yeah, now we're in a problem. So we deal with this a lot. Especially for the big firms. For hauliers that are pulling for the big firms. You know, your big guys out there, your supermarket chains and your RDCs, and big companies that the trailers a lot of the time are pure scrap. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, we'll bring you along. Hopefully, we'll be fit to keep this vlog in some sort of sequence. But because we do so much, we're just. It puts people's heads astray, because we'd be jumping in and out of everything, because that's just vlogging what we do, and that's what we do. So I might jump in the passenger seat with the princess here and see, will she give me a drink? Alrighty folks, so that is us in now into the cabin on the old Stena. I think I've done loads of videos over the years of these cabins and all, but I might try and do one here at some stage in this vlog because some people find it interesting. And more importantly, it's not the interesting bit, it's when you are looking up videos on YouTube and you want to try and get a bit of information on how to do these things. Remember, one of the most important bits of YouTube is to help each other out. That's what I think. Right, I've 2 important calls to make, so I'll come back to you then.
Or upgrade your experience from only £2 for a faster connection, allowing you to surf the web, stream your favourite movies and stay connected as you sail. Even better, you can do it all from the comfort of your seat. Simply select Internet at Sea on your device to get connected.
I'm a power score.
Here in Liverpool, I'm just getting lined up here with the fingers, the key.
I'm a power score.
So obviously can't up here on the road without these lads. Oh, bonjour. Alrighty folks, so we're up in the very top deck here, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but the floor drops and then the vehicles will, you see this lad doing that 3-point turn, 6-point turn. He's heard me for years give out about the lack of ability of banksman or banks person training of stand line crew. I would say they are trained to tick a box, but yeah, they don't make it easy for people, especially people who may be not as confident in driving. And I watch them all the time doing this, especially for trucks and buses, let no vans and camper vans. Sometimes you question, has this guy or girl ever drove before? But anyways, we will try and record a bit of footage here if I can get swung around myself good enough. Stand by. Alrighty guys, let's see, can we maneuver? I'm not sure if you can see how low the roofs are here with RSJ steel, but it is oh, we pooch. Sitting looking out the front of the Jeep. So it'll be embarrassing for a master driver trainer, wouldn't it? If we wrecked her. Anyways, as I say guys, you know, trucks and trailers in out of here for years and years, and vans and you name it, and it just depends on, there's so many contributing factors: wet, tiredness, you name it. So yeah, they could make things so much easier. Like, for example, there's a cherry picker, a mute sitting there in the corner that you might have seen in the clip, and like, come on, is there any need for that there? And you see yokes trying to get up into the corner to swing round. Anyway, listen, so is the weakness of life. Right, welcome your faces to Birkenhead in Liverpool. It's actually not a bad dock, to be fair. The improvements they made over the years has made it actually a very, I would class, efficient dock, to be fair. But when we get to this spot here, sometimes it's not very well signposted and there's not many people in place. We go up here to the next stop, is usually the local police, or the harbour police should I say, and then we're out into the madness that is Liverpool and surrounding areas. You alright, how are you?
Good, what name is
Good,
it?
good, Smith.
Stephen.
That's me.
I've got you there. How many nights? Two? 2 nights.
So yeah, you might recognise this old hotel. It's one we stay in Liverpool on a regular basis. Listen, it's alright. Seems to be a lot of attics and things that seem to be put in here from, I presume, government. But I don't know why I end up chatting them downstairs when I'm passing. We're all human, unfortunately. Some just don't get good time.
Power score.
Alrighty folks, good morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are here in Liverpool. Just get changed into PP and then I'll come back to you. Alrighty folks, good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful, fresh Monday morning here in Liverpool, and we're just in doing a continuity fleet inspection and safety standards inspection here with client Hendrick Logistics, and we'll be today here with DVSA as they come in to do a standards audit for maintenance and, you know, the usual crack: paperwork, policies, procedures, daily walk around checks, safety inspections. We'll have 3 tracked units examined, we'll have a trailer examined. Just randomly choosing this morning, and then we'll get on through ER, which is earned recognition. So yeah, when people hear me bang on all the time about policies, procedures, documentation, you know, it all starts back with your basic policies and procedures. Then, are your systems working? They might be in place, but are they working? Is there consistency throughout? Is there continuity? That's the main questions that have to be answered today. Right, let's get going. Alrighty guys, yeah, today started off very productive to the point of video and I'm trying to get content, but as I say, DVSA maintenance audit, we just, I don't know the camera's pointing, sorry. Focus has been on. It's now 8:30 in the evening and we've just left the client. Give me a second. Yeah, so just left the client and rushing back here to grab a shower, get cleaned up. Another meeting here 9:15, which actually isn't too far away from where I am, so stand by. So yeah, trying to implement digital daily walk around check systems, maintenance systems, maintenance planners, rectification of defects. See, we get a lift here. And yeah, so rectification of defects, maintenance planners, safety inspections, dealing with external dividers, trying to get all the drivers into shape and everything compliant. Now, one of the big things here, and I've said to the managers, the compliance manager and the transport manager, is that the main thing to do here is to put in video content for training. So we've done that outside. Very simple, very quick way of doing it. Put in a video on, first of all, not how to do a daily walk around check, because we've all these drivers trained, but how to work the digital app for daily walk around check and defect reporting. So although there's a documented policy and procedure, you know, we do the video up, they share it in WhatsApp, share it whatever way they want, and of course we have it on our private YouTube channel. So we build up client channels on YouTube for private channels to get the link. They click the link and they get the video. Right, let me get back to you. Alrighty guys, so time to nip over for a bit of food, and probably going to try Nando's. Not a fan of Nando's, to be fair. The likes of KFC is probably better, but where you have here, you have KFC there, you have McDonald's there, and yeah, Nando's is probably the healthiest option of them all. As I say, I'm not a lover of Nando's. Love chicken, but Nando's just doesn't really do it for me. However, let's get over here and see what Nando's has in offer this evening. The problem I have with this Nando's is I've been here maybe twice in the last 3 or 4 years that I've been over here in Liverpool with this client, and one of the, geez, you definitely won't see me now. Hold on, I'm in a dark alley by myself. Stand by. So yeah, as I was saying outside, try not to come here too much because you cannot hear yourself thinking, and I'm not even sure if you can hear me or not now, but back into this particular place and a quick meeting, quick bite to eat, and then hopefully back to the hotel, and then hopefully back to bed because we have another early start in the morning and another DVSA maintenance audit. So it's all go. Alrighty, folks. Handbrake. No, not handbrake. I'm in park. Anyways, we'll cut that bit out. So, good morning. It is Tuesday morning on this absolutely perfectly pissing wet Tuesday morning in Liverpool. I'm on a private site here, so I'm just going to move out of the way. Anyways, last clip last night, not even sure what happened or where it ended. We were in Nando's for a meeting that turned into, it was me and another fella, and then another guy wanted to come over, and I asked the first guy was it okay, so he came, but because I invited someone else, then he invited someone else, and that turned out very, very interesting because one of my clients within Shadow Accountability Coaching, he big into property, big into different things that he be dipping his toe in, and one of them was he bought a whole cinema complex. So we got a look around it last night, and of course I wanted to get in the background and look at the way the filming, the recording systems, the background end of it. So yeah, it's not that he didn't want me to film any, I didn't really, you know, it's very hard doing this, guys, you have to understand. So anyway, I got a wee bit of footage of just standing in the cinema, the whole cinema to yourself. So yeah, interesting times for him, exciting times for him, the build and growth that he has, him and his wife, partner, because she will be watching this, partner. Yeah, so listen, when there's two years on the same journey and 2 years on the same goal, I'll tell you, you can make waves in life, unreal. But it is Tuesday morning, we are out auditing again, maintenance audit. DVSA will be involved, and let's get on with the day. Let's see, can we record something? Probably not. Right, let's go. Alrighty guys, back on the fridge game this morning first. And then we shall, I just want to pop in to watch your guy doing a bit of shunter training, new trainer that we've taken on, do a bit of a quick assessment on him, and then back out on site, so stand by. Alrighty folks, so It is now a good few hours later and I am absolutely starving, so I'm going to have to jump into, I don't know what's around here. I've seen a Co-op over there, so hopefully there'll be a sandwich or a meal deal or something going on, because we need to get to the next job. So we're heading back for the boat tonight, Liverpool Birkenhead boat into Belfast, and big job on in the morning in Belfast, court job as well. So I have another guy who's interested in our APA, becoming an authorised associate training provider. He states he's a transport consultant, and you know the way I love this word. And also, so I'm going to meet another guy down at the docks who says that he and his company deliver health and safety training, health and safety audits and things like that. So yeah, my tolerance has got very, very low for this sort of crack. But a couple of questions, usual first 5 questions, I'll be fit to confirm if they're any good or not. So anyway, more importantly, let's get a sandwich. So I do not know what the hell possesses me to always squeeze in as many meetings as I can near the Liverpool docks. I thought, oh, I'll squeeze in 2 quick client meetings. Well, 1 current client, 1 new client, or possible new client. There's a lot of trouble there with non-compliance, but we'll see, can we take them on and sort them out. However, our availability is non-existent for the next couple of months. But yeah, I'm panicking for the boat here in plenty of time to get these meetings out of the way, and yeah, that's happening. Right, back into the mobile office. Oh, we get a bit of stuff done. Right, I need to get on the boat. Alrighty guys, so back here in Belfast for an on-site transport compliance support services here with the guys at Advanced NI Scaffolding. So we're going to chat with some of the guys here today, but everybody is absolutely flat out here. Very, very successful, good business, well run by Robbie and the team here. So mightn't even get any of the guys because they're always absolutely flat out. But anyway, compliance comes first, risk management, risk mitigation. Let's boom on. So, just when you thought maybe I'll get home tonight, no. So quick meeting over here in the Titanic in Belfast. Client meeting first of all, one of our monthly clients who wants to talk about a bit of risk management for a couple of big, what should you say, deals they're doing. I say there's absolutely fantastic growth within their business, so we'll be there every step of the way, and going to meet 2 more, hopefully, new APAs through our authorised association providers, our partnership programme. So stand by. even sure what part we're in now. But anyways, into Dublin this morning, back from Dublin, trying to come out of Dublin. We usually always go through Cavan. However, the M50 heading that way was just absolutely bedlam, just absolutely car park. So anyway, we've came back through Monaghan, which, to be fair, I'm down this far now. And what about your kid? And it's a bit of a car park here at the moment. However, we've got as far as the Tesco, so we're doing well. I'm not joking you, the M50, although it was rolling slowly from the junction coming off to meet the N3 to head for Cavan, the whole way over to whatever junction the airport's at, because I was down in Swords, it was just an absolute car park. So yeah, I need to get down the road big time here. Prep to do tonight for delivery of driver CPC training again, and tomorrow, absolute puke, get that out of the way, and then again another trainer's let us down, so I'm going to have to step in, weigh in and sort this problem out. But, and then Sunday's another mad busy day, but yeah, I don't know, seconds your happiness sometimes. Anyways, I'll touch base with you when I get home or back to the office. Good morning. It is now the next morning. I'm back to the office late last night, just to get things sorted out, and then kind of forgot to lift the camera after that. But here we are this morning, beautiful, fresh but foggy Saturday morning, up here at Cor's Corner to see if we can get set up. No, every time, this is one of the big problems too when you're training, is that you try and set all these systems and processes up. Make sure you're 30 minutes to 45 minutes in the facility before the training kicks off to get set up, because there is a bit of setting up in it. And then of course the accreditation body to make sure we abide by the guidelines of the teaching plan and the structure. But anyway, same old crack here, it's not open. And every time we come here it's the same, and every time we tell this client, because they always use this place, we tell this client not to use it because nobody wants to start for 8 o'clock. Now to start for 8 o'clock, obviously the minimum time for us is 7:30, and it happens all the time here. What is the problem with that? The problem with that is that we have to stay even longer to get the bloody training course delivered. But I could have written this, happens all the time. You phone them, you email them, you tell them. We have a very tight system internally called a 531, which is 5 days before, service delivery 3 days before, and then 1 day before. And everything's yes, it'll be all sorted out, but it never is. Right, anyway, this gives me an opportunity to have 3 guys here just to give a quick call or a voice note out to who's out delivering services today on Saturday. So make sure they're okay, everything's going well. I can see in the tracker they're all on site. I can see in their job system that they've all logged in and they're ready to go. So yeah, that'll kill 10 minutes. Oh, and also we have received a beautiful parking fine. So yeah, I got that in Hollywood the other day, and to be fair, I don't mind them because it's far cheaper than any parking fine. Sorry, it's far cheaper than paying for parking, because I was there most of the day. So when you're in situations like that, I always look at it two sides. You think, oh, like for example, of course, what does it say here? 50% discount if paid within 14 days. If you get that paid in time, I'm probably saving 60-70% off what the parking price would have been. So I always see that as a win. As long as we pay it, and you know, you put trust in staff to do that, and a lot of the time it's never done. So I'll control myself. Right, let's go. And it is the next morning. In and out Sunday morning, and we finished off yesterday evening with the driver CPC training. So we got out there in good enough time, just after 4:30, which was absolutely fantastic. We were ready to go. However, we were at Quinn's Corner, not Coors Corner. We do the both of them, so yeah, hard to remember them all. Anyways, we were at Quinn's Corner, and as I was leaving, there was a hunt on that morning, and the guys went out, and the horses and the hounds. And then before I was leaving, some of them got back, and of course a couple of them knew me and they had to come over and speak to me because they wanted to ask questions about the requirements and exemptions and things that they have for horse boxes and all. Now, you always hear me banging on, guys, be very careful where you get your information from, because they were talking about these exemptions, and they were even talking about exemptions for horse boxes and young girls pulling them in jeeps and cars. And the bottom line is these guys did not even have a B+E license to do a car and trailer or a jeep and trailer. So yeah, like, I don't know what the exemptions would really coincide with that. But horse boxes, 7.5 ton horse boxes, whether for hire and reward, whether not for hire and reward, we're going show jumping point to point. Is it for hire and reward? The big question. So anyway, yeah, I lost about an hour there, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and then back down the road. So as I say, we're going to finish the video here. We're actually now in Dublin at the moment, so all left to say really, guys, is thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Don't leave a comment, just do something, and let's try and get our subscribers up a wee bit, because we have a lot of plans in the pipeline for video content. And as you know, our media division, Group Media, it is our media business who specialise in on-site company specific training videos. We've started to increase our guys within that business, our staff, our equipment, all that sort of crack. So if you want more information, that give us a shout to info@tctsgroup.com. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and that is all.